Aloha, mai kākou. I am Ben Shafer, and I am running for State Senate District 23, which runs from Kāneohe to Kāneohe. I am a 27th-generation Hawaiian who reside in the Oʻahu of Kahana. I graduated with a bachelor's degree in political science from the Brigham Young University Hawaii campus. I am a veteran of the United States Air Force. Currently, I work for the Film and Stage Union for the past 23 plus years. I am currently also a member of the Oʻahu Island Burial Council. Why am I running? I am running for State Senate because we deserve someone who will work with us in the community, who will be present, who will be respectful. Why am I running? Because there are so many issues that need to be addressed that they are not being addressed, that will need to be. Why am I running? Because our people deserve to be represented. The issues that we face are many, but some of them are agricultural, infrastructure, affordable housing, and education. We need to save as much agricultural lands as we can, because eventually we need to become more self-sustaining. Our infrastructure, our roads, our bridges are just falling apart. And our highway, Kamehameha Highway, is rated at an F rating. And so we need to make sure that our infrastructures are doing better. Our affordable housing, that word, we haven't seen it yet. We hear about it, but there is no affordable housing. But we need to ensure that people who need housing can actually get it. Education, we need to have a system in there where social services are introduced into the education system to help our students who are struggling. Again, I am asking humbly for your vote for State Senate District 23. My name is Ben Shafer. Mahalo.
Youth advocates have been trying to get flavored tobacco and vape products banned statewide in Hawaii for years, but nothing much has changed. What will you do to make this happen and protect kids' health?
Aloha mai kākou, keiki o ka aina. Once in office, I would use the tools available as a legislature from the Library Research Bureau, LRB, to find out what were the obstacles in getting these bills passed. I would collaborate with those associated with these bills and either create a new bill or fix up an existing bill for passage. I would also like to create a bill that starts with capitalism should not trump the health and well-being of our citizens and visitors, our aina, our waters, and the air that we breathe.
I see a lot of homeless people in our community, and it really bothers me. If you get elected, how will you help them find homes and get the support they need?
Aloha. I would request a study by LRB on what is already in the books, how we revise statutes, bills, studies, reports from related agencies, departments, nonprofits on current status, plans of actions, and where we are at now. I would like to use state and county lands to create small villages, small housing villages. As example, the Waimānalo Church, which built dome homes for domestic violence victims. All villages should be built above ground, like at the church. Sanitors, portable toilets, and washrooms, washers should be all part of the village. A community center, building, or tent should be part of the village, and the bus lines must run along these villages.
Why is food so expensive in Hawaii compared to other places? What would you do to help families like mine afford healthier food?
Aloha. The rising cost of petroleum gas that is used in every aspect of our daily lives is partly to blame for the rising costs. It will take decades for solar, battery storage, and wind turbines to achieve a parity on what fossil fuel produces today. The reality is we need a mix of solar, battery storage, wind turbines, and fossil fuels. The other huge reason is Hawaii has to import more than 90% of everything we use or eat. We need to open up more farmlands with tax credits for those who produce food that is part of our tradition and local culture.
With natural disasters happening more often because of climate change, are we ready to protect people here? What will you do to keep us safe?
Aloha. The electric grid must be protected from all disasters, including solar flares. Our reefs need to be put on some kind of steroid. We need them bigger and stronger to combat the wave action hitting the coastline, eroding our land base. We need to rebuild bridges that are prone to flooding, like Oʻahu and Waikani, or actually crumbling like Oʻahu. We must eventually move all structures, including roads, away from the coastline.
My parents both have to work more than one job just to support our family. Why is that? And what would you do to help families not have to struggle so much?
Aloha. Housing rentals for those renting and property tax for homeowners is ridiculously high. Senior citizens who live on their own homes by themselves should pay the same property tax rate from the day they retire, never to go up unless others move into the home.
Aloha, my name is Daniel Michael Gabriel, and I am the conservative option for the State House of Representatives for District 46. Born and raised in Central Oʻahu, I am accustomed to the family-oriented values, traditions, and needs of the community. As the father of a young family, I experienced the same exposure to the stresses present in our community. District 46 is struggling with a vast list of challenges such as sanitary and safety concerns associated with homeless encampments, rising costs of living, increasing violent and nonviolent crimes, failing infrastructure, poorly administered public works, and the diminishing trust of our constituents. Our most pressing issue is also our most complicated. The influx of homeless encampments throughout the district exposes the community to unsanitary, dangerous, and disheveled conditions. These encampments disregard the will of the people and the laws that guide public and private land use. It will take a multidisciplinary approach to address the contributing factors of homelessness in our community. Drug abuse, mental health effects, and the eternally growing cost of living are key factors in the poverty our community experiences. It is imperative that we clean up the community in which we are blessed to live. We need to educate the youth as well as the overall public regarding the inevitable dangers of drug use and abuse. Growing up, I recall the DARE program coming out to my school to teach us about such dangers. Homeless individuals suffering from mental health defects must get the care they need for the safety of not only oneself, but also the community at large. I have a plan that utilizes programs that are already in place, such as HONU, coupled with the integration of community-based projects. Such projects, staffed by the participants of the outreach program, will afford them the opportunity to contribute to their community and earn income. I believe we can address the cost of living with proven supply-side economics. This entails a low-rate, broad-based flat tax, spending restraints, sound money, free trade, and minimal regulation. It is common knowledge that the government does not equate to efficiency. Therefore, let us deregulate and place the economy back into the hands of the free market, where it is up to supply and demand to set prices. This scenario creates increased consumer options, higher efficiency, and excelled economic growth. This year, we experienced historic tax cuts in the state of Hawaii, but we cannot stop there. The full effect of GAP 2 will not be realized until 2029 and beyond. We need to abandon the progressive tax system and utilize the positive impact of a low-rate, broad-based flat tax. With my experience in accounting and the private sector, I will implement conservative fiscal policy. For too long, we have been governed by individuals who do not understand the concept of creating value. Our current politicians only know how to receive money and spend it. They do not understand how to create wealth. That is, unless you observe how they are so adept at funneling kickbacks to pad their own nest. This leads me to the plague of pay-to-play politics. I would like to sponsor a bill that would effectively ban corrupt corporations and lobbyists from contributing to political campaigns. There are too many companies, special interest groups, and lobbyists that are flush with cash, influencing politicians. The final issue that I would like to champion while in office is that of parental rights. I believe that parents must be involved with the decision-making process of their children's medical, educational, and social freedom. Parents, children, and the nuclear family are the backbone of our society. Without their autonomy, we will cease to exist as a nation, island, and community. If elected, I will strive to be the catalyst in the process of implementing no-nonsense, logical solutions to the issues facing the community. From new voters to experienced constituents, I look forward to invigorating and involving the community in the political process and its civic duty. Oʻahu is the soil in which my roots are planted. My family, friends, and dreams are interwoven into the fabric of this community. I will fight tooth and nail for the people, values, and natural resources that we possess in this thriving community. Mahalo.
Aloha mai kako. My name is Asheemo Nefertiti Daily. You could call me Koda. Today I'm running for State House District 48. This is He'ia Ahui Ka'alu, all the way up to Ka'ava. East side. Anyways, I graduated from Castle High School. I'm 21 years old. I'm here not because I want to be a politician, but because our community needs youth advocacy the most right now. There's a lot going on in our islands, and there's a lot happening around the world right now. And it's causing a lot of people dis-ease, discomfort, suffering, and I know none of us want that. So I'm running with the Green Party. And this is completely different. You know why I'm running with the Green Party? It's because we need a change. We need a big change. We need a massive shift. And this is what's going to happen. Well, there's Democrats and Republicans, but I'm not choosing any of those. Green Party stands for 4 core fundamental values it's just completely simple why this is the voice of the people, and here's why. 1, environmental stewardship. Malamara aina. That's what you believe in. That's what I believe in. 2, social justice. If you believe that everybody deserves equal rights and we should respect everybody regardless of race, gender, sex, color, anything, then this is another reason why you should vote green. 3 is grassroots democracy. And this is the collective power of our communities, of getting together with our neighbors, our friends, talking about these issues so that we can come to an understanding that we can make the right choices to progress in the way that we want to go. And 4, nonviolence. Now, we do not believe in war, and we do not advocate for war. War is not worth it at all. And so we strive for peace. We advocate for peace. And if we can have a world that's non-violent, it'll be the best for our keiki. It'll be the best for our future. Enough about that. Anyways, like I said, I graduated from Castle High School in 2021. I'm 21 years old now. There's not many people my age running for office because it's a big responsibility. It's a huge kuleana. And honestly, I don't even want to run for office. But our community needs it right now. I just got a job at the Hawaii Health and Harm Reduction Center as a state homeless outreach worker. And my job is to go out into the streets and talk eye to eye with homeless people or people experiencing houselessness right now and listen to their struggles and then help them in the best way we can. We give them water, we give them food, sometimes we'll give them a tent, whatever they need to strengthen and stabilize themselves so they can be productive members in society. Homelessness is a huge crisis right now in Hawaii. And this is something not a lot of people understand because they haven't been in the shoes of a homeless person or spoken directly to them. It's something that the government doesn't understand because they pour a lot of money into it, but they don't pour enough and they don't pour with intention and compassion. So that's just something that I'll be working towards and advocating towards if I get elected into office, when I get elected into office. Hopefully not, because it's a lot of paperwork and I really don't want to do this. I really don't. But I'll do it for you because I love Hawaii and I want to give back. Now, like I said, I'm running for State House District 48. This is our general election, and I just urge you that if you want a brighter future for all of us, to vote green. Once again, my name is Asheemo Nefertiti Daily. All my friends call me Koda, and I consider you my friend. So look for my name on the ballot, and let's build a brighter future together.
Youth advocates have been trying to get flavored tobacco and vape products banned statewide in Hawaii for years, but nothing much has changed. What will you do to make this happen and protect kids' health?
So you're not gonna like it, but I say that we ban vapes. You're asking me what I will do to help protect kids' health? Well, as somebody who's experienced nicotine addiction in high school, I say that I will start working towards passing laws that absolutely ban vapes in Hawaii. This is because they do nothing. They're not beneficial to our health. They pollute, that's it. They pollute the earth, they pollute our bodies, and they pollute our minds. There's nothing good about it. The only people who benefit from it are the companies that create these vapes, and they specifically target youth. They make them colorful and they make them taste good. It's anything that your kid would want. So I say we cut it out altogether.
I see a lot of homeless people in our community, and it really bothers me. If you get elected, how will you help them find homes and get the support they need?
So I actually work for the Hawaii Health and Harm Reduction Center as a state houseless outreach worker. And so we help people get on the housing list to get housed. Unfortunately, we have no housing. So this is the biggest thing. We need more funding for housing. We need more workers for housing, which means we need to create the jobs. We need to create the opening. We need to raise the pay for these workers because they are frontline workers taking all of the stress, all of the kuleana. They're taking it all. So we need more support in that. We need more substance abuse, facilities, more mental health facilities. This is how we'll give them the support they need to stabilize individuals and families and make sure they get back on their feet and they can be productive members of society just like us all.
Why is food so expensive in Hawaii compared to other places? What would you do to help families like mine afford healthier food?
Food is so expensive in Hawaii because we spend a lot of money importing the food from other places to the world to Hawaii instead of growing it ourselves like we did thousands of years ago, or hundreds of years ago actually. And we can go back to that time. It's going to take time, but we can do it. We can start doing it by funding farmers, pouring more resources into local agriculture, and making it easier to buy local agriculture. This will make it, if we make the local food cheaper, then it'll boost the economy and it'll ensure that everybody is living healthier and just going back to the way it was, you feel me? That's what I would do.
With natural disasters happening more often because of climate change, are we ready to protect people here? What will you do to keep us safe?
Are we ready to protect the people here? No, we're not. But that can change. There's 3 things that I think that we can do to help keep us all safe. And the first thing is investing money into warning systems. Second thing is disaster preparedness. We need to prepare for the worst case scenario. And the third thing is, well, we need to accelerate the transition of renewable energy. This will make it so that when worst case scenario happens, that we will be prepared to use the resources that we do have. And if we don't do this now, we won't be ready to protect people here. But that's up to you. You need to help out too by using your voice to make sure that we adults make sure that we protect your future.
My parents both have to work more than one job just to support our family. Why is that? And what would you do to help families not have to struggle so much?
That's a great question. And honestly, I don't think that your parents have to work more than one job. Unfortunately, they do. I think that you deserve the attention and the time that comes from parents that have time. Unfortunately, they don't. Why is that? It's just the world. It's just the challenge that we're faced right now. But there are ways that we can help families not have to struggle too much. It's simple. 1, create more affordable childcare. 2, support high quality jobs like clean energy and technology. And the third one is to raise the minimum wage. That's something that I'll work towards when I get in office. And that's how I'll help your family and not have to struggle so much.
Aloha, residents of District 50. My name is Mike Lee, and I'm running to be your next state representative in Kailua and Kāneohe. I live with my wife and children on Kalaheo Hillside, where my family was born and raised. Kailua is our home. My goal in the state legislature will be to improve residential life on the windward side by strengthening our education system, getting tough on crime, easing burdensome taxes, and protecting our natural resources. As an educator, sports coach, small business owner, and community leader, I have extensive experience advancing community initiatives with government, local businesses, nonprofits, and schools. As a member of this community, I understand the daily challenges facing our residents. My priorities will focus on and address the concerns of Kailua and Kāneohe neighbors like you. I humbly ask you for your support in this election. Let's work together to protect our way of life on the windward side for generations to come.